Hi, and now as we continue chapter 7 of The Joy of Love, let's look at what Pope Francis says about the discipline and correction of children. In paragraph 268, he says, "It is essential to help children and adolescents to realize that misbehavior has consequences. They need to be encouraged to put themselves in other people's shoes and to acknowledge the hurt they have caused." In other words, good discipline helps children to care about other people. It nurtures in children and adolescents that they can make a difference in the world and make this world a better place. It starts with the one-on-one relationship problems that they have from the earliest of ages. How can the child understand how they have caused a hurt to someone else? How can a child also understand that in Christ there is always redemption? In good relationships, there is always a way to make things right again. That they have the power within themselves to make a positive difference, to right the wrongs that they did. See, we don't want children to be burdened by guilt. We don't want discipline to be something that they only understand as something to fear. They need to understand that discipline is a training tool, a teaching tool that helps them care about others. As Pope Francis continues, he says, "It's important to train children firmly to ask forgiveness and to repair the harm done to others." When we discipline the children, we need to give them ideas, and the older they are, the more we need to give them control about which ideas to implement, or even to come up with their own ideas on how to right the wrong, so that they end up feeling good about themselves and good about the difference that they have made, because the other person feels good now too. And in paragraph 269, he says that correction is also an incentive whenever children's efforts are appreciated and acknowledged, and they sense their parents' constant, patient trust. Because children who are lovingly corrected feel cared for. They perceive that they are individuals whose potential is recognized. See, again, that potential is what is so important. Their potential to be good, their potential to right the wrongs, their potential to make the world a better place. In paragraph 270, Pope Francis says, "It is important that discipline not lead to discouragement, but instead to stimulus to further progress." Further progress in their ability to make a difference in making this world a better place, starting with the person that they have hurt, the brother or sister that they stole the toy from, or whatever, the person that they're arguing with. Teach them how, and it starts by the example that the parents give. Teach them how to be forgiving and to be forgiven, to seek and to have the humility to seek forgiveness. If the parents are not exhibiting that, the children are not going to learn it. Pope Francis goes on to say in that paragraph that sometimes we try to make everything revolve around the child's desires, but such children will grow up with a sense of their rights and not their responsibilities. This is why we have so much entitlement in our society, especially here in the U.S. and in the Western world, the developed worlds, and perhaps other places too, where people think that they're entitled to handouts. They're entitled to an easy life. They're entitled to have whatever they want. And this is what leads to divorce and many breakups in families, is the idea that I am entitled to whatever I want, and if you don't cooperate with me, then I'm just going to get you out of my life. But rather, as Pope Francis talks about, we need to help children have a good sense of responsibility, and that comes from caring about other people and wanting to right wrongs. responsibility in making a difference that makes this world a better place. God bless you.